Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
I want to talk about these running backs in the rotation that you've seen and if anybody stood out. It seems like training camp started with where they left off. You got Elijah Mitchell, then you got Jeff Wilson, then you got Hasty, then Sermon, and then the rookies. Has anybody kind of jumped out to you or stood out to you, whether through drills, rotations, pass pro, anything?
Mm-hmm. So running backs have been one of my lesser focuses, but I've seen them a solid amount still. Elijah Mitchell obviously is the one. You see guys like TDP and Trey Sermon right now. It seems like we'll be battling for that 2 spot. One guy, in my opinion, on the downtrend and one guy on the uptrend is what I'm looking at right now. The downtrend right now is Jeff Wilson Jr. He didn't look that good. He looks a little slower this year, starting off, and this was yesterday. It's, again, like we said, all of this is prefaced with a grain of salt because it's the beginning. But he did look slower yesterday, and I don't know if he's just got that it factor right now for the 49ers. The guy on the uptrend, a guy we both like, undrafted free agent Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason he's just been treating training camp like it's just regular practice. He's running physically, he's strong, and he's pretty quick too. You could just see it. He wants it. He is like in the carries that they had during scrimmage session, he's just running through these linebackers, even though all they can do is touch him. And then the other play that he had, a nice 10-yard catch on a comeback route yesterday from Nate Sudfeld, and he was pretty shifty after the catch too. Went down, avoided a tackle, and just ran. Although, again, take that with a grain of salt. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I like that kid. I like that kid a lot. Now, I'm not sure he makes the 53. He's going to need some help with injuries or something along those lines, which you never hope for those. But I don't care if he makes the 53. He just needs to make the practice squad, and we all know what happens to running backs and for the 49ers. They're going to miss time, and he's going to get his chance to be called up, and he's going to play a role. I just really hope that we get to keep him in the system. That's really all that I want. Eventually, some part this year, this dude's going to play a major factor. Not just like, all right, he's going to get a couple carries. No, I'm telling you right now, he has the makings to be a Kyle Shanahan guy. Not that it's going to happen like last year where you had Sermon, the 3rd-round pick, and Elijah Mitchell shoot up past him. You got TDP this year, the 3rd-round pick, and Mason. I don't think it's going to be like that. But at the same time, I strongly consider him getting some starting work towards the end of the year. I really, really do. Not over Eli Mitchell, but I'm just saying if the opportunity presents itself, I think he could be that first, second down guy that Shanahan loves.
Yeah, I think so too. And you talk about some of those guys, right? Trey Sermon, in my opinion, I know a couple of others had differed, said Trey Sermon hasn't necessarily looked that good yet. I actually thought Trey Sermon looked fine. His cuts have been looking pretty nice. I'm going to see, can he not fumble the football? That's the first thing, because he's one of the smaller running backs on the team alongside Hasty, just because a lot of those guys are bulked up, with Mitchell included. And can he also, is that vision nice? Can he navigate on the outside runs? Can he navigate on the inside runs? Can he not try and overuse his ability to cut and instead just be a downhill runner? That's something that I'm looking for from Sermon, because really the answers to those questions will distinguish whether it's him or Tyreen Davis-Price who gets a majority of the reps at running back number 2.
There you go. And so, yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun to watch. The good news is, Shanahan in his press conference today, he sounded a little pissed off towards the league. He hates the schedulers. The way I see refs is the way he sees the scheduling office. He just can't stand them. He talked about how they have 3 preseason games in 12 days. How do you prepare for that? Because then after that, you have 17 days with no games leading up to the regular season. So you are going to see more than ever before back into the roster get incredible snaps. So like we're used to seeing, okay, first teamers are out there for a series, then backups. It's not going to be like that this year. You're going to have 2 games in a row probably where it's backups and then it's all 3rd, 4th back end stringers for like the entirety of the game. So I could see Jordan Mason getting 25 plus carries in one of these preseason games, and fans are going to fall in love because he's going to light it up on film. I mean, it's coming. Just, but you can set your calendar to it.